Hello, everybody. I'm laughing because this is the third time I tried to shoot this. Okay, so let's start over again. Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put, and as always, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. I'm gonna dive straight into this. Keep yourself accountable to somebody. Okay, I'm not saying, and hear me clearly, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying tell all your business, all the intricate details. You're doing this, you're doing. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is, you got to have somebody that's going to help you stay the course and keep you on track. Somebody that's going to load the clip up, shoot you straight between the eyes, and tell you the 100% absolute truth. You follow what I'm saying? Um, you know, I got a couple of my boys, and I say they're my boys, and I'm not being disrespectful. They know this, because they have no problem if I'm telling them something, about a female that I'm talking to or interested in, in times past. For example, here's why I say that. I've always had a bad habit of diving into relationships head first, right? So I'm, for the most part, blinded by the reality of what's right in front of me because I'm in head first, so I can't see what's actually going on. And there have been many times they've had to pull me up. Hey, player, pump your brakes, man. Slow it down. Now, me being who I typically have been, stubborn as a mule, um, hear it but don't listen. And in most cases, more often than not, that has cost me, which is in part why I am still single. Now, when I say keep yourself accountable, again, I'm not saying tell all your business, tell every little bitty thing that you're doing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm 50. I don't have to do that. But what I am saying is you got to have somebody that can help you see what you can't see, if that makes sense. For example, you can't see your nose unless you look into a mirror, or in my case, I've got the camera in reverse so I can shoot this video so I can actually see it. But typically I can't see what's going on unless I look in a mirror, or if somebody tells me, "Hey, this is this, and this." So you've got to have that person, you've got to have that guy, you've got to have that female that will help you do that, because especially when you're first starting out or you're first building a relationship. Now, I'm not saying, that you have to get people's approval per se. Um, I don't want to go too far into that because that's a whole nother animal. But you do need to have somebody, or a person, a couple of people, whatever, um, that will tell you the truth and help you stay the course, help keep you on track. Like, for example, not long ago, well, not long ago, but thinking about a particular relationship I was in before, years ago, and my buddy told me, "Hey, man, just slow down, be her friend." I had no clue what he was talking about. You know why I didn't know? Because I wasn't looking at her as a friend. I was looking at her as my woman, as my female, as my partner, all straight out of the gate, all because I liked her and saw enough that I thought, enough qualities, to pick her as somebody that could be with me. Well, I mean, that was great on one hand, but on the other hand, it cost me a lot because I went too fast. Speed kills, figuratively speaking. Speed kills. Just pump your brakes. And that's why you need these people around, in your corner. And I'm not talking about somebody that does not want to see you successful within your relationship, or is jealous because they don't have what you have. I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about the person that loves you genuinely for who you are and does not mind telling you the truth. But you've also got to be truthful, not just with yourself, but be truthful with them. Don't play games. Don't play games. If they ask you a question, be honest about it. Because the person that's for you is for you. Period. It doesn't matter whether with whoever this is or whoever that is. They're in my, as I said, my boys, they're with me because they're my boys, because of who I am, not because of who I have or who I'm potentially trying to get with. You follow what I'm saying? So just make sure that you keep yourself accountable. Make sure that you got somebody that's genuinely in your corner. And here's the other thing. You will find out. Unfortunately, this does happen. You will find out if you're pursuing, in my case, if I'm pursuing a female, if you're female and you're pursuing, or a guy's pursuing you, you will find out if that person is really for you, if your so-called friend is really your friend. Because oftentimes they want what you have because of what they don't. Should not be that way, but sometimes it is. Unfortunately, sometimes it is. So you might find out the hard way that this person is really not who you thought they were. And if that becomes the case, you don't have to cut them off. You don't have to cuss them out. You don't have to go through that whole thing. Just put them in a different category. Just put them in a different category. You've seen what you, like Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. So if that's the case, if that happens to you, I hope it doesn't. Because in times past I have, and it is not a good thing. It's not a good feeling at all. Somebody that you've shared, poured out to, y'all hung out, had fun, been to funerals, the whole shebang. And then all of a sudden you get with somebody and then they start tripping. It's not a good thing. People are people. You can't change people. People are who they are. And like Maya Angelou said again, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So again, keep yourself accountable, and I'm not talking, and again, I'm not saying for you to, just stop popping off at the mouth and telling every little thing. We're old enough, mature enough, wise enough to where we don't have to do that. But on the same token, sometimes somebody on the outside can see what you can't because you're too close, because you're in it. So you need a third eye, per se, to be able to see what you can't. It's like in a car. You can't turn your head all the way around while you're driving. That's why they have side view mirrors. So again, keep yourself accountable. So again, I'm Price McKinney, Simply Put. I'm so glad to be back. I thank you all for your patience. It's been a ride. It's been a journey. But I'm in it to win it. In it for the long haul. So if you have not already, go to YouTube, subscribe to my page, Price McKinney Simply Put, of course. I've got a Facebook page, Price McKinney Simply Put, and on Instagram as well. So again, I'm not an expert. I just know what I know, and I promise you, I'll see you soon.